Hey up, if you're looking for a LEJOG video, then you've come to the right place. I appreciate this is a long one. However, if you want it in smaller bite-sized chunks, there's a playlist on our channel with each day broken down into a 10 or 15 minute video. It always amazed me when we were looking for videos when we planned our LEJOG, how people could encompass a 1,000-mile journey in a 10 or 12 minute video. So I appreciate this isn't. However, there's the smaller ones if you want. So I've tried to include as much of the amazing things we saw, the things we didn't like, the good, the bad, the ugly, where we stayed, etc. and some details about each day. And there's also a guide on our channel that we did after the event where we go through how we planned it, the logistics, the hotels, accommodation, what we do differently. So yeah, check that out if you're interested in doing LEJOG. I can highly recommend it. It is the best thing we've ever done. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Let's crack on with the video. Morning everybody, welcome to Bike Ventures. We're here at Land's End today, start of our LEJOG journey, and as you can see it's a bit of a grim morning. It's about 7:45. It's warm but there's a bit of a breeze, but luckily it's behind us. So yeah, we're just about to start. There's Lisa, look, just sorting out the last few bits on the bike. It's a bit damp at the minute, so I'm only going to have the internal microphone on initially, but it is forecast to get better. So 63 miles today on our LEJOG day one. We're doing it over 14 cycling days, taking it steady. There's no point busting ourselves to pieces. So yeah, hope you enjoy. I'm Rob. There was Lisa, I don't know where she's gone. There she is. This is Bike Ventures. Let's get cracking.
Find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs.
Well, there's St Michael's Mount. Much better than its French counterpart.
Surprised it's you. This really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
Right, so we just stopped for a quick snack and now it's this Gold Coast mine, straight out pumping engine house. This is just sat in the middle of a housing estate. Mad. Cool.
Just as surprised as you.
Right, we just stopped and had a bite of lunch. World's most picturesque lunch spot. Only because we've been looking for a bench for the past 40 minutes. Went through a tiny little town, there was literally a few houses. So I just said to Lisa, I'm starving. We need to just stop and I need to eat. Luckily we picked up some pasta pots. There's the A30 just there, look. So just sat at the side of the A30 having us lunch, but looking at the map there was nothing coming up, so at least we've had that. Hopefully we can get a brew in a bit, but we've got about 22 miles left for the day actually, and it's 20 to 1. I mean, we did set off early, didn't we? Yeah. But we're way ahead today, so it's good. We're happy. Let's crack on.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen.
Padstow just over there. We've just ferry across to the other side, so we're about 3 miles to our campsite for the night. Look at that. Look beautiful. Absolutely glorious. Oh, right, so that's day one done. Just had some fish and chips and a beer. 65 miles we've done today with 4,400 feet of climbing. Tomorrow's 57 miles with 4,600. It's a little bit tougher tomorrow. We should get to Okehampton tomorrow. But yeah, we're on this gorgeous campsite, Higher Penmain Farm, at a place called Splat, which is in Rock, just outside of Padstow. It's a lovely site, look. Look at that. 24 quid I think, but there's not much else around here for that price. But cracking showers, lovely warm welcome. So yeah, day one done. We're quite pleased with that, love, aren't we? Yeah. It's quite a good day. We felt alright, got drenched for the first half, rained from 7 until just gone 11 today. But then eventually the sun came out and it turned out lovely. So, yeah, we'll see you in the morning. We're going to go and chill out and have a couple more beers. We shall see you tomorrow. Right, morning. Day 2. 56 miles, 4,600 feet of climbing. We're going just past Okehampton today. So quite a good night's sleep. Just got the kettle on. We're gonna just have a brew, a bit of brekkie, and we'll get going. So see you on the road. They have the head up. Whew. Right, so we're a quarter of the day in now. 14 miles, we've just done 4 miles of climbing. So the first 9 or 10 miles were pretty uninspiring, just B roads. And then we've come from just over them hills over there. Literally a 2 mile climb, drop, and another near 2 mile climb to get up onto the tops over here. We've just come past those rocks over there and we're heading towards an old RAF airfield, which I'll show you when you get there. Pretty testing on the legs that, weren't it? They used to stuff in her face with Haribo strobes full of carbs. Right, let's get going. Look at that for a straight road. Right, so this is the former RAF David store. Opened in 1942, closed in 1945. Wasn't heavily used, didn't see much action. Although it did have about 10 flying squadrons here in its time and some RAF regiment units. There's the old air traffic control tower there, look. Hopefully the camera can see that. And then just coming up here, look, there's a couple of old dispersals. You can still see the numbers, look, there's dispersal number 6. Still there, look. So it's cool to see. 3 runways it had in your traditional RAF World War II format, looking like a triangle that intersected each other. And I believe they're still used for private light aircraft. There's still quite a few buildings kicking around. Obviously you've got air traffic there. There's a few more coming up down here. There we go. First county done, Devon. County number 2. We'll be in this rest of today and some of tomorrow, and then we're out of it. One down. God knows how many to go. Right, we just started a 1 mile climb, so we're gonna plod on and get that done. Well, I thought Cornwall were tough, but Devon is well and truly kicking our asses, isn't it? It's literally as soon as we got to Devon, 1 mile climb. 1 mile climb, we just about got to the top of a 2.6 mile climb. I mean, the views are stunning, but absolutely energy sapping, and we've still got quite a few left to do. So 40 miles in, so we've got 15 miles left today. We've still got about 800 feet of climbing to do, so quite lumpy, but literally you go up, down, up again, which Cornwall was like that, but Devon, they just seem to be so close together in Devon. Devon knows how they do it. Sorry, crap joke. Anyway, let's get cracking. We're at the Castle Inn at Lidford. Lidford Castle's next door. We've just stopped for a pint at the top of the steepest hill. 15% of that beast. That were a killer, weren't it? So I said to Lisa, oh, there's a pub. I'm going in. Oh, battered. Well, we've got 12 miles left today, haven't we? Yeah. So we're going to get these down. Try and get this done. We've got 6 climbs according to my computer, but they don't look crazy bad. It's predominantly downhill, so we'll see. Yeah, see you back on the road. Right, well, there won't be a Bike Ventures video without an old railway, and we've got one. Don't know how long it is. Don't know anything about it. It's the Granite Way. I can tell you it's in Devon. That's all I know. So the old track bed is just there. Just back there there's a bridge, which you can't see from here. And there's the old track bed. And we're going onto it down there, look. So that's all I know. But you know what? That's perked me up. That and the pint of beer. So, let's see what we've got. Look at that beauty. Just got the camera, it disappears. Bear with, bear with. It's coming, it's coming. Hey, here we go. There you go, look at that. How nice is that? Lake Viaduct, 1874. Yeah. Wow. Beauty. Absolute stunner. Look at the view. Look at that. How nice is that? Love it. Woohoo! That's high up, innit? Awesome. Just coming up to the end of the Granite Way, which has been an absolute beauty, and right at the end of it is an old quarry, which I'm guessing is where the line went into. There's still some tracks down just to our right, all rusty and disused. Yeah, it's cool to see. The quarry did look like it weren't working anymore, but I don't know, mothball perhaps. Right, so that's day 2 done. We're at a little site just outside Okehampton now called Appledore Farm. Tough day today. We knew it would be just because of the length of the climbs. So they were quite steep. I mean, some of them were 12-14% in places, but they were part of like 2.5 mile climbs, so they're just going on forever, which when you're fully loaded really does drag you down. But it's done. So we're into Devon now. Cornwall's ticked off. Tomorrow we're into Somerset. We're getting as far as Bridgwater tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got 65 miles, 3,900 feet of climbing. Most of that is towards Tiverton, which is a couple of lumps after Tiverton. So the first half's going to be quite lumpy tomorrow. Probably same as more of what we've done today, I think. But after that, it should be a fairly nice straight run in to Tiverton. But yeah, we quite enjoyed the route today. Once we got to Lidford Ford and we did that massive climb and we stopped at the pub, we then went onto an old railway line, 11 miles right down into Okehampton, which was awesome. Really perked us both up because we were a bit battered by then. So yeah, that was lovely. So yeah, that proper cheered us up. And then we've had some scran super noodles, bit of chicken, bit of milkshake, and a bit of bread for tea. So yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. We'll do a little vid in the morning and we'll crack on with day 3. See you later, guys. Good morning. Day 3. 64 miles today over to Bridgwater and into Somerset. So going to be hilly to start with today, the first half I think, and then a little bit easier as we get through Tiverton and into Somerset. So yeah, we'll see you on the road. We just got drenched. By the time it was spitting for a bit, we're like, I'll be alright. And then it absolutely hammered it down, and by the time we got his jackets on, it stopped again. So we just left them on for now because there's rain about, so screw that. We've done about 8 miles today with about 900 feet of climbing. So pretty tough to start the day, but we're plodding on. We both feel alright. So, oh yeah, raining again now. Let's crack on. So we've not long since rolled out of Tiverton. Probably done, what have we done? Well, actually we've done about 5 miles since Tiverton. So we've got 30 miles left and 1,000 feet of climbing today. But so it's quite a bit coming out of Tiverton, and then we're going to be dropping down for a while, a couple of lumps before Bridgwater, and then we roll into Bridgwater tonight. We've got a hotel tonight, Tretter's Sells. Yeah, look at that view. Beautiful, isn't it? Right, just come up a massive climb, haven't we? Which might have been the Welcome to Somerset climb. I'm not sure. We're definitely in Somerset now, because I've just seen these signs and they've got SCC on top, and we just asked the woman and she said, I said, excuse me, is this Somerset? She went, right my lover. So it definitely is, isn't it? So anyway, we're in Somerset now. We're just at a massive climb, but the good thing is now we've got predominant downhill, little lump before Bridgwater. Oh god, I've got a right sweat on. So we've done 43 miles and we've got 22.8 to go today. Whew, right, let's crack on. Right, that's the end of day 3. 60, almost 66 miles in the end, because there was a couple of road closures today and they wouldn't let us through, so we had to double back. One of them literally dropped us off a hillside and then a mile climb back up. So I've just been looking at the data, and actually today we did more climbing than the previous 2 days. Only by a few hundred feet, but it didn't feel as bad. And most of that, we only had about 1,200 feet of climbing to do after Tiverton today, and Tiverton was at 30 miles. So I'm guessing that 4,000 feet, or the majority of it, 3,000 odd, was all in the first half. But we're at Bridgwater today, Premier Inn. Morning, we'll come back, day 4, ready to go. It's supposed to be a bit showery today, but it's alright at the minute, nice and cool. It's 20 to 8. We've got 77 miles today, so we're going to crack on and get going. It's not as hilly today. We've just got to get over the Mendips, and other than that, it's pretty flat. Old railway line. I think possibly no canal today. We're going to Gloucester. So yeah, let's crack on and see you on the road. Right, so we're just getting on the Strawberry line. We've done 14.5 miles so far up the A38. It's been horrendous, hasn't it? Lisa's had a bit of a tumble and got a leg, and she's got a right lump on her elbow, but she's insisting she's alright. I've said we'll see if there's how she is when we get to Bristol or Gloucester, where there's hospitals. So yeah, Strawberry line, old railway line, where we're going on now. So let's crack on. I know there's a tunnel, we'll see. Into Bristol now. Look alongside the River Avon. Severn, one of them. On this lovely bike path on the side of the river, look, there's an old railway line right next to us. Sorry, I know nothing about it. It's beautiful. Right, we're about 22 miles from Gloucester now. We've just entered Gloucestershire a couple of miles ago. So we got drenched again. Literally the last climb of the day, about 20 minutes, absolute peed it down. We got sodden again, so we just dried out. And now my gloves are wet, lens is wet, shoes are wet, everything. But we're not got far to go, 22 miles, so a couple of hours. We'll be in Gloucester. I think we're going up the side of the canal, so as it's rained heavy for a bit, we'll have to see what that's like, and if it's too bad, we'll have to divert back on the road. But we'll see. Alright, let's go. Right, so we're about 13 miles from Gloucester. This is the Sharpness Canal. Look at this, I'm on a swing bridge at the minute. Absolute beauty that is, apart from that van. Yeah, look at that. Awesome, isn't it? Yeah, we're now going to ride up there. Look at that. Mighty River Severn, forged, thousands, I don't know when it was forged. It'll be old, it's a river, isn't it? And it will have formed its path itself. Yeah, look at that, I believe it's tidal this section as well. You can see how much it's moving. But yeah, look at that. What a vista. And Gloucester's 8 miles in that direction. Yeah, that's nice, just appeared. We've had just country lanes for ages, haven't we, love?
Yep.
And then it's just appeared. But yeah, it's cool that. Let's crack on, because I want a beer. You want a beer?
I want a beer, yeah.
And Lisa wants a beer as well. Must be around. Alright, so that's day 4 done. 76 miles. 2,000 and a bit feet of climbing. So that was a really good route today, actually. We had the Strawberry line, the old railway, quite early on, which was nice, even though it was peeing it down. That was nice. And then into Bristol, and I tell you what, Bristol's got it nailed for cycling infrastructure. It was awesome to ride through. You know, there was bike paths all the way through. It was a lovely city. We stopped and had a bite to eat there. And, you know, there was one point where the cycle path went through the middle of a really busy main roundabout, and it was all traffic light controlled. At no point did you feel like it was a bit dodgy and you were having to rush across roads. Day 5 is our longest day of the entire trip, 84 miles tomorrow, 4,000 feet of climbing. So, but it's not super steep, it's just rolling pretty much. But we're going up a couple of railway lines tomorrow as well, especially the one from Bridgwater to Telford, which we've done before, so looking forward to that. But yeah, so we're happy, we're feeling good actually. Yesterday we were exhausted at the end of the day, but today we feel a lot better. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Morning, welcome back. Day 5 LEJOG. 84 miles today, just under 84, which is the longest day of the trip. But it's a beautiful day, look, the sun's out. We just picked up this bike path leaving Gloucester, Mercian Way I think it's called. We've got 4,000 feet of climbing today. What is it, 20 past 7, so we're off early so we can get this extra few miles done today. But yeah, we're feeling good. A little bit tired, but not too bad. Yeah, look at this. Awesome. Looks lovely. So yeah, let's crack on, get them miles chewed up. Yeah, this one we've been riding along, the Mercian Way. There's a railway across over a lovely old bridge. Right, so we're a quarter of the way in for the day, just shy of 21 miles, and we've just come through beautiful village after village after village today. They've been lovely, haven't they? So we're just stopping for a quick snack, some nuts, probably a few sweets. We're heading towards Worcester now. I think we're about 12 or 13 miles from Worcester. So yeah, it's a lovely little village. Look at this. Gone through all sorts, thatched cottages and beautiful old timber frame buildings. Absolutely glorious around here. We're just, I don't know if you can hear it, the M5 is just to the side, so we're just running up parallel just over to the left of the M5 that we drove down 6 days ago. So yeah, so we're going to crack on. Welcome to the jungle. Right, we are now in the county of Worcestershire, sorry, or as the Americans would call it, Worcestershire, or something similar. But yeah, so I think we're nearly 30 miles, 27 miles for the day at the minute, and the hills are coming now, but we're alright. It's kind of a bit cloudy and the wind's picked up, headwind today. We've had a tail for the first 4 days, and it's turned a little now, so it's coming in from the northwest, but it's not too bad. Just meandering down these lovely little lanes, look. So yeah, we're alright. Oh, I've got you on camera doing that as well. Well, I never knew that Worcester had a race course. So there you go, we just come down the side of the river. Lovely. Really, really pretty little place. So yeah, that was cool to see. Had a good time to stop today. Just run a long one, and we've got last night's pizza for lunch, and it's only 11 o'clock. So. But yeah, beautiful, really nice place. That another one to come back and see at some point. Right, so we've just stopped for lunch, treating Lisa to lunch on this posh estate. Well, there's a posh. It's a trading estate, but we've got a nice bit of grass all to ourselves, look. We just kept going and going, and we're just in the middle of the countryside. We've come through Droitwich now. We've got about 34 miles left, and there's just nothing around. There's just little villages, and I keep thinking there'll be a bench soon, and there hasn't been. So it's like, you know what, this patch of grass is as good as anything. So we're going to sit there. We've got some of last night's pizza left and garlic bread, and we're going to have that for lunch, and then we're going to crack on. Look at this beauty. We just come off a road, we're directed down here for the National Cycle Network, and look at that. I've got no idea what it is, where it is. Well, I know where it is. Stourport's up here in that direction, so I know nothing about the line. I don't know how long it is. I know we're going on an old railway line today, but this isn't it. So yeah, let's crack on. Looking forward to this one now. Ooh, things that perk you up. Happy days. Has it perked you up, love? No, it's not perked Lisa up. Look how clean it is. There's not a lot of soot under that, is there? Yeah. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Oh, wow. How beautiful is that? I feel like I've seen this before, but no, we haven't. there's the Severn Valley Railway. Just caught the train earlier going past. That's cool seeing it. Yeah. Awesome. This is Arley Station. So I've got mine. I won't. Oh, stop him. Oh, there you go. It's cool, isn't it? Right. Let's go do some more L's. Yeah. Or Worcestershire, wherever we're actually in. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, don't like this. Oh, feels a bit precipitous. Because I'm higher up on the saddle, that's better. Whew. Like the grounds of a private estate. Yeah. Right, we're at Bridgnorth, just north of it actually. Bridgnorth's back that way. We're just getting on the old railway line. It used to be Bridgnorth towards Telford. We've rode this last year and it was peeing it down, but it was just rutted and horrible. It looks like they've done a bit of repair work. I'm not sure, but it's quite undulating, this one. So we'll crack on. There is an old station definitely, and a platform and a carriage which is now B&B. So I'll show you that as we get up there as well. Crack of that, isn't it? Not sure what the name of it was, I don't think. The name's on it. Oh yeah, it is, there you go. Lindley Station on the Great Western Railway. There is that station, look, we've still got a carriage and the bridge and the station building. The carriage is you can stay in it, B&B place. How cool's that? Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, clear, love. Downhill. Right, so this is a post-LEJOG day 5 summary, because we met our eldest lad at Telford and I just totally forgot to do one, but I can tell you now we were absolutely exhausted when we got to Telford on day 5. It was the hottest day we'd had so far, the longest day, nearly 83 miles, 4,000 feet of climbing, which a lot of it was quite stacked late on. and we were just absolutely exhausted. I don't know if it was the cumulative fatigue or what, but yeah, we were tired when we got there. Right, day 6. So we're leaving Telford this morning. There's all the food and eateries and cinema and stuff behind us there. We're heading up towards Stafford, old railway line, and then we're going to head up the Trent and Mersey Canal through Stoke-on-Trent up towards Congleton, and just after Stoke-on-Trent there'll be another old railway, the Biddulph Valley Way, which we have ridden before. So yeah, the route out of Telford's quite nice. A lot of bike paths in Telford. It's quite well thought out actually. So 68 miles today, 1600 feet of climbing. So we're hoping it's going to be an easy day. We're both tired and the cumulative fatigue's building now. So we've got about 2 days, 140 miles to get to Lancaster, and then we've got a rest day. So, but it's just gone 8:15. It took us a while to get going this morning. But we'll plod on, and once we get going, I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright, see you on the road. We've just come up from MOD Donington on the bike path along the new road. And this is the old one, look. The old abandoned road, look. There's the markings. Cat's eyes have gone. Pavement there, look. So it just curves round up here and then we're back on that road for a bit. Right, so first old railway trail of the day. Just behind us, when I can get my screen on, just behind us there is Newport. There's a Greggs, Subway, McDonald's. We just grabbed a sozzy roll. So this is the line that goes all the way up to Stafford from Newport. I'm not sure if it went further the other way, but it's a lovely old line, isn't it? Yeah. Rode this one last year. It's quite quiet. There's not a huge amount of infrastructure left. There's no platforms or anything, but it's just a train. I remember it was quite narrow in places, but it's off-road. It's an old railway, and we'll crack on. I've just realised this bridge here is a triple archer. Now you can't see the other. Well, you can see one over there, look, and then the other one's just buried in there. So yeah, let's crack on and get going. We've done, just so you know how far it is from Telford, 10.2 miles, and we're just about getting going now, aren't we? Legs feel alright. It's just a lethargy today, but we're getting there. Right, let's crack on.
When I said to you near Telford actually.
Right, that's the Newport Staffordshire Greenway done. 10 miles. So we're just about into Stafford now. It literally just ends the line. But yeah, 10 miles is that bit in the middle where you drop off, where I'm guessing there used to be a bridge, cross the road and you're back on it again. So yeah, that was nice. Off-road there was 10 bridges I think. 10 or 11, even though I only remembered one. But there you go, all of them triple arches, all nice see, but nothing else. Couldn't see any other infrastructure or anything, but there you go. So now we're going to head over towards Stone and pick up the Trent and Mersey Canal and head up through Stoke-on-Trent. So we've got one more climb today, which is in 33 miles, which is north of Stoke. So we've probably got 25-ish miles up the canal through Stoke. So we're at 20, so we've got 48 to go. Lisa's just pointed out as well that as we're in Stafford, we must be in Staffordshire. Since Stafford is the capital of said county. So that's another one done. Well, this is our lunch spot. We're at Stone in Staffordshire, and we've not long since got on the Trent and Mersey Canal. In fact, Stone is the birthplace of the Trent and Mersey Canal. But yeah, what a spot. Beautiful, that, isn't it? We're 31 miles in. How are you feeling, love?
Alright.
So she's feeling alright. Bit sore on the derriere, but not too bad. I just feel lethargic today, so we're not far off halfway. We've got 37 left, so it's not too bad. And we've got this nice canal to ride up and then climb out the Biddulph Valleyway, and then when we get to Congleton, new stretch for us, so there's things to keep us interested. Hopefully it'll not be too bad. So we're just top side of Stoke now, we're just heading out of it, hence those two pottery ovens there. This is the Congleton Canal, so we came off the Trent and Mersey, joined on with the, I'm sure it's the Congleton Canal, but we can't 100% remember. But yeah, so we're now heading out of Stoke towards the Biddulph Valleyway, which is the old railway line, and there's a colliery at the top, so I'll show you that when we get there. How far have we done?
40 miles.
40 miles, so 28 left today. It's a slow progress today, but we're getting there. Right, let's carry on. There's the colliery site, look. And that track we've just come up from over there was the railway line that went all the way up to the colliery. So we're off it now. This bridge takes us off that track bed. Yeah, but it's not that bad a climb, that, actually. We've still got a bit more climbing to do today, but it's not too bad. Look at this, still on the Biddulph Valleyway. I think we've done about 8 miles on it. It's cracking. Oh, right, so that's day 6 done. Another 68 and a bit miles. So we've got pretty much the exact same distance again tomorrow, 2,000 feet of climbing. So we're well over 400 miles now. By the end of tomorrow, we'll be almost halfway for the route. Yeah, we felt tired today, but we kind of got to his hotel and we feel all right now. Legs aren't too bad because we've had a fairly easy day. The wind was up, but I think tomorrow the wind's behind us again. So yeah, 68 miles to Lancaster tomorrow, day 7, and then we get a rest day before we head up to Penrith. So we'll see you tomorrow. Right, good morning. Day 7. We're just leaving Wilmslow. So it won't be long. We'll be crossing the, I don't know if it's under or over, Transpennine Trail, one of our favourites. And then we're on up through Preston, Bolton, Chorley, and into Lancaster today. 68 miles, 2,000 feet of climb, and I think we're going upside of a canal as well. So we had a good night's sleep last night. Struggled to get some porridge down, as you always do when you're doing these long days. You never feel like eating when you've got to. Right, so let's crack on and hopefully it's a nice route. Let's go. Right, so we're intersecting Transpennine Trail. We've just crossed where you can get on the Transpennine Trail. One of our favourite trails. I've never done this section, but we'll do one day, won't we? It'll be a breeze after LEJOG, I reckon. So yeah, right, let's crack on. Yes. Double platform, cool. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah, that's one of them modern concrete jobbies, isn't it? So we're still on the Row Green line, which is an old railway. There was some platforms we'd passed. I think I put the camera on. And it's just a gradual climb all the way up and out of Manchester. So it starts just past the Trafford Centre actually. Not sure how many miles we've done. It feels like forever, doesn't it? But it's probably only about 3 or 4. But we're currently at 20 miles already for the day. So we're feeling alright. So we've still got some climbing to do, and then it looks like we drop and it's a bit plateauy towards Bury and Preston. So yeah, let's go. This beauty, on railway bridge on the outskirts of Preston. Preston's just there, we're just coming into it now. But yeah, it's beautiful, this, look. River there, look, existing railway. Awesome. Come through some lovely places on his way in. Like a country park, and just coming in on an old tramway. But yeah, it's right cool. Lovely. Oh, let's crack on. We've got about 23 miles left for the day, I think. I'm just chilling, taking it steady. It's not late. What time is it, love? 20 to 2. Bags of time. Let's crack on. Right, so day 7 done, 68 and a bit miles today, 2,000 feet of climbing. But some lovely canals. We came up the Bridgwater canal, up through Sale this morning, crossed over the Transpennine Trail, which was pretty cool. Then we did a bit of road, bit of old railway as well, which was cool. The Row Green Loop line, which was all uphill. But that was cool. That went on for miles, about 4 or 5 miles, I think. That was awesome, that. And then Leeds and Liverpool Canal, which was cool. And then another bit of old tramway down into Preston. Yeah, it was cool. We came on the Lancaster Canal when we got into Lancaster. So yeah, it's good. So we've got a bit of admin to do tomorrow. It's a rest day. And then Sunday we're heading up to Penrith, and weather's looking a bit iffy Sunday, Monday. Not bothered about the rain, it's the strong winds, but it is what it is. We've got to crack on and just get it done. So it's looking like the wind's going to be a tailwind, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, we're feeling alright at the minute. A bit tired, but hopefully the rest day will do us good. And then we've got 7 days left to crack on and get to John O'Groat. So it's first today. We'll be setting off again 3rd of August from Lancaster, and hopefully Penzance. John O'Groats on the 10th. Happy days. So, see you Sunday. Good morning, day 8. Leaving Lancaster today, heading up to Penrith. It's raining already. Forecast to rain pretty consistently all morning till about early afternoon, I think. Big day today, 73 miles, but 5,000 feet of climbing. So we're going towards Kendal, and then you got your option of Shap, which we don't fancy because A6 is crap. Or we're going to go right over the hills and drop down into Penrith, and we've got a hotel there tonight. So yeah, we're up early. It's just gone 7, so I'm going to crack on and get it done. See you on the road. Right, we're 20 mile in for the day. First bit of scenery we've actually seen because it's been p***ing it down. It's just about stopped now. Whew. But yeah, we got wet. Very, very wet. So, look at that beauty. So that sign there, Yorkshire Dales. We'll be stopping for lunch soon and then plod on. Been a tough day, hasn't it? So far, especially with that rain. We're both feeling a bit knackered. I don't know why I've had a rest day, that's perhaps why. But let's crack on. Just said it was worth the suffering, didn't you, love? Yeah. Said it was worth the suffering for that view. Got a beautiful river there, railway there, motorway there. I think it's the M6, isn't it? Yeah, what a view. So we're following the M6 up now. I think we're going to hang a right through that cut over there. I'm hoping so, because if not, it's going up and over, but we'll see. It is what it is, unrelenting hills. Right, let's crack on. Of today's ride, 1,013 feet above sea level. We've done 46 miles, 4,000 feet climbing. Pretty baked. Go on then, love. What's your thoughts on today?
I'm exhausted.
There you go. We're both exhausted. Now, today was supposed to be 4,700 feet of climbing, so we knew it'd be hard, 72 and a bit miles.
Oh.
But we got drenched for the first 3 hours, which was fair enough. That weren't too bad, were it?
No, we're fine.
But then just the constant hills and hills and hills. Lisa's Garmin says 5,000 feet of climbing. My Wahoo says 6,200. So we'll land somewhere between the two at 5,500. So it's still a hell of a lot of climbing. Anyway, so tomorrow we've got storm.
We're getting the train.
Storm, we're not.
Home.
Storm what? Florist? Whatever, that storm that's coming in. So there's going to be some strong winds tomorrow. Rain pretty much all day, but a bit of sunshine. The worst of the rain's early morning till about 11. But the only good thing about the wind is it looks like it'll be a tailwind for the bulk of the day. And then it starts to get worse after 4 p.m. So plan is we'll be up and out early again and get gone, and hopefully it just is what it is. The rest of the week looks fine, so we're just going to have to suck it up and go for it. If it gets too bad, too dangerous, then we're just going to have to dive in a hotel or something at Carlisle or Gretna. We'll see. But it's only 1,800 feet climbing tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning for day 9. Good morning. Day 9. Not that bad outside at the minute. It's a little bit blowy, but it's not too bad. So we shall see. It's 10 to 7, so we'll probably another 20 minutes and we're off. So forecast still says tailwind turning to a slight cross as we get up towards Moffat. So we'll see 64 miles today, 1,900 odd feet of climbing. So fingers crossed it's not as bad a day as it could be. Not sure how much. Right, well, we're plodding on. Nearly 9 miles in. It's been rolling, a few downhills and then some right lumps. But we're alright. We're plodding. It's wet, warm. Winds are alright at the minute. Alright, we're about 30 miles in. As you can see, the wind's really picked up now, but it is coming from behind us, so got a couple of sketchy bits from the side, but most of these lanes are quite well covered, thankfully, but when they're not, it hits you and pushes you 2 or 3 foot to the right. But we're halfway nearly for the day, so we're going to keep going and we'll hopefully get there. Great Scotland! So, it's blowing a hoolie, but luckily it's favouring us. It was horrendous coming into Gretna, weren't it? Absolute crosswind coming in off the sea. And as soon as it hit you, you were 3 or 4 foot into the middle of the road. We're a bit more sheltered now. We're just running up parallel to the motorway. But the route's favouring us as we're going to slowly head northeast into Moffat. We've got 28 miles to do. And it's only 11:15, so happy days. Hopefully we can get there mid-afternoon and shelter. Right, let's crack on. Right, we just stopped for a spot of lunch in one of my favourite named places. There's not a lot here, but just the name of it, I always like it. So we're about 10 miles north of Gretna in the little village of Okehampton. Coming out of Okehampton once we've had lunch, through Lockerbie and up into Moffat. We've got about 22 miles left, I think. The wind, touch wood, seems to have eased a bit, doesn't it? We've had some absolutely stonking headwinds just coming in these last few miles. But we are turning more inland, so fingers crossed. We broke his back anyway. We've done 42 miles today and it's only lunchtime, so it's pretty good going. Right, let's have a bite to eat. Gretna, about 7 miles. The wind keeps coming in pockets, headwinds, crosswinds, who knows. Look at that, sun's out. Nice view. We're in a bit of a lull from the wind, but I can see the trees are blowing a hoolie just up here, so probably gonna hit us again in a minute. Right, we're done 65 miles today. We're at Moffat now in an Airbnb. Not let the sunshine fool you, it's been a horrid day. Strong winds, I mean some of the side winds today have been absolutely awful, but we got here, felt one bit of tailwind today, and that was just as we're coming into Moffat, literally 300 metres of the push. And that is it, it's been head or cross all day. But we've made it in pretty good time as well, to be fair, actually. Probably one of our quicker days in a while, 65 miles, so we've got about 80 odd tomorrow to Edinburgh. But we've got here, we set off early because they said the winds were going to get worse around about 3-4 o'clock, and they are. Been some absolutely horrendous gusts coming in, so we're here, we've done it. Tomorrow we go again. See you later. Alright, good morning. Day 10. Just gone 7 AM. Hopefully not the last day, but Lisa's pulled a muscle yesterday, right in the thigh, right in the middle. Thought it was cramp, but it's been agony all night. Not much better this morning. We've taped it up. We're just hoping we can crack on and it'll ease. If not, our plan B is get to the Van Eye place at Edinburgh and wander home. I'm not finishing it without her, so we started it together, we finish it together. So if today does go alright, we're going up to Dunfermline today. We've got a 6-mile climb, 6.2 mile, the Devil's Beef Tub. I've done it before in the dark during a sportive, but it would be nice to do it today, so that's why we included it in the route. So hopefully Lisa's leg holds 76 miles today with 4,000 feet of climbing, so we'll have to see. Yeah, let's crack on. Get that for a view. Beautiful. Stunner, isn't it? What a beauty. We're only halfway up it as well. Stunning. That wind's a bit fresh though up here. It's definitely cooler today. So yeah, let's crack on. Another 3 miles to go. Right, we're almost at the top of the Devil's Beef Tub now. I think we're going to lose that view in a minute. But yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? As you can hear, the wind's really picked up now, coming straight at us. The remnants of this storm. But once we get it to the summit, we'll be dropping down into a valley, thankfully. Let's crack on. Them hills, they're big hills, beautiful. Oh, there's a river in the bottom, stunning, absolutely stunning. Right, we're about 22 miles from Edinburgh now. We're at a little place called Blythe Bridge. Just sacrilege, we just had a Scotch egg bought in England. Outrageous. Anyway, we've modified the route slightly because of Lisa's leg. We were going to go up over the hills and through Biggar and Livingston. We've now jumped on the Ride to the Sun route I did a good few years ago, because I knew, instead of taking that left turn to Biggar, I knew if we just kept going it was just a gradual rolling terrain rather than stonking climbs. So when we get near Edinburgh, we'll have another look and tweak it, because it goes to a Cramond beach at Edinburgh, this route, which is getting close to the bridge, but we don't need to go to the beach. So we'll have a look when we get nearer and modify, but I reckon we've took 1,500 feet of climbing off easily and some miles, so we'll see. But how's the leg?
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Twinging, but
Twinging. We'll have to see. Alright, let's crack on then. Stunning vistas though, but we've got a bit of a crosswind battering us, haven't we? It's alright at times, but other times it's really strong, but it is what it is. Right, let's crack on. Oh, right, we're just outside Edinburgh now, 25 miles left to get to our hotel at Dunfermline today, so Lisa's leg's bearing up. I'm definitely glad we modified the route because it made it just a little bit more tolerable, I think. We had a couple of crosswinds, but nothing too bad, so we're just rolling in. It's going to be quite busy. We're going through Edinburgh, but it's on the Eurovelo 12 route, I think it is. So yeah, we're making good progress. It's only 12 o'clock, so we've just stopped, had a bite to eat, and yeah, knock out these next 25 miles. Hopefully we can get there for 3:30 and just chill out, yeah, and see how Lisa's leg is tomorrow. Crunch day tomorrow really, because we're close to Edinburgh, and I think the next place for the van will be Inverness if we needed a eject, so we shall see. Hopefully not. We'll see how we're going. Right, we stood on a train platform. Thurso bridge is closed. Won't let us go over, it's totally closed, so we just had to pay for a train ticket to go over. It's only about a mile or so, but it took us 2 miles to get here. So we're doing more miles anyway. It is what it is. Couldn't book bikes on, so hopefully we'll get on. We'll see. So that's why we can't get across. That is closed. Still closed as well by the looks of it. So I'm glad we got a train. Disappointing as it is to make a couple of miles, but well, it is what it is. Standing room only, look. Right, day 10 done, albeit we had to get a train for the last few miles because Thurso bridge was shut. It was closed yesterday for winds, today was closed for an incident. Been closed since 10 and we got there about 2:30, so the police officer said they had no idea when he was going home. So we had a 2 mile ride to a train station, got the train across the bridge, and then finished a couple of miles on the ride, which unfortunately I've had to crop because it recorded the train journey. So I've had to crop that off my ride. But we're at the hotel in Dunfermline now, Premier Inn. So we've got about 60 miles tomorrow up to Pitlochry. Lisa's leg's still a bit sore. We're going to ice it in a bit. The lassie on reception is going to get some ice. But it's bared up a bit alright today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been
So we're hoping, fingers crossed, we can ice it overnight. It'll be fine. She said it's felt alright cycling. She's had to ease it a little bit, not push so much on the hills, but that is what it is. We've got 4 big days left to get to Thurso, and then the last day, the Sunday, is 21 miles to John O'Groats and 21 back, and then we've got to get a hotel because we couldn't get the train on the Sunday because they don't allow bikes on a Sunday, whatever. Anyway, so we're there, 4 big days left and we've cracked it, so see you tomorrow. Ooh, welcome back, day 11. We're leaving Dunfermline this morning. We're at the Premier Inn at the minute, heading up to Pitlochry, the youth hostel up there. So we've got 60 miles, 3,000 and a bit feet of climbing, and it's a lovely day. The sun's out, bit of a breeze, and it's fairly fresh, but I've not got my rain jacket on today, which is always a positive. So yeah, let's crack on and see what today brings. Lisa's leg's feeling reasonable, so we'll see. We've got bailout options if it totally goes, so fingers crossed we don't have to. Alright, let's get going. Look at this, beautiful. We're in Perth now, and here's an interesting fact about this river, and I bet Lisa don't know this. This was 80s pop duo Mel and Kim's favourite river. Tay, 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 Tay. This is the River Tay. Oh, cheesy. Lisa loves my cheesy jokes. Look at that. Beautiful. River Tay again, look. Stunning. Alright, love. 6 miles Pitlochry. Coming up the National Cycle Network alongside the A9 on what I assume is the old road before the A9 was built. Lovely now, repurposed for cyclists. Bit covered in debris in places because of the storms, but spot on. Yeah, must have got in the field. We'll wait for this lady. Tuck in, love, and this lady can squeeze. You're not talking now.
No, because you put camera on.
Lisa's just said she was extremely concerned this morning setting off from Dunfermline, but she don't feel bad. Is your leg alright?
It's alright, but touch wood, it's not too bad. The bruising seems to have gone down a bit.
Yeah. So we've got 3 big days left. 84 miles tomorrow.
84?
Yeah, to just south of Inverness. And then the day after's up to Craskin. The day after that's to Thurso, and then on the Sunday we've got 21 miles to Thurso and 21 back.
I can't wait for that 21 mile day.
I know, but day 11's done. And I have said that was probably one of my favourite days. I really enjoyed it. Perth was beautiful, but we came, Dunkeld was nice, we came through some lovely places, and even the climbs didn't seem that bad. What do you reckon?
I think, yeah, it's been a nice day. The scenery has been amazing.
Yeah.
And we saw a Scottish piper.
We did. We saw Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good. So day 12 tomorrow, big one. But about the same amount of climbing as we've done today, so not too bad. So yeah, Pitlochry looks lovely. So we're just waiting to check into the hostel now. Right, so we'll see you tomorrow. Morning. Day 12. Just about to leave Pitlochry. It's 5 to 7. Got a beautiful rainbow behind us, look. Look at that. But what that does mean is there's a bit of rain in the air. It's only a fine drizzle at the minute. It's forecast to be quite a fine day actually. We've got 83 and a bit miles to do, 3,200 feet of climbing, so we've got the first 26 mile are predominantly uphill and about a 20 mile descent and then lumpy after that. So we're finishing about 15 miles shy of Inverness tonight. So let's get going. Day 12, crack on. Right, we've just got on the Drummock to Pass. So I'm assuming this is the old road before the A9 was built. So this climbs to 457 metres. So we're going to get that done. And when we get to the top, we've got a lovely long descent down towards Drumkilly, I think it's called. So yeah, let's crack on and do this. There it is, look. Although that'll be slightly downhill, but we have got a predominantly uphill now for quite a way. Let's go. Look at that. Yeah, I've seen them. Oh. Right, so there you go. Pass of Drumochter done. Highest point on the National Cycle Network in Scotland, and I think the railway is the highest point on the entire UK rail network. Just started raining again. It's quite fresh up here, isn't it, love?
Yeah.
So we're going to descend now down into Dalwhinnie. Whoa. 58 miles left. Whoa. Bloody awful. Freezing. Seeing it now. There's one. That's it. Right, we just stopped at Ruthven. I think that's how it's pronounced. For a spot of lunch. It looks like we might get wet though. But we're well over halfway for the day. 38 miles left. We've done over half as climbing. Cracking descent down, apart from the rain, off the pass. Got chatting to a lovely couple of Canadian couple, didn't we? Who they'd flown into London with the bikes, ridden up through the Yorkshire Dales to John O'Groats, and we're riding back to Land's End. So they're 4 weeks into their trip at the minute. But yeah, fantastic. So we'll see you after lunch. And that there is barracks built in the 1700s after the Jacobite Rising. 4 identical going up through here. Should have time to go in and look, but we've got another 30 odd miles to do today, so we'll come back another time. Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing it considering how old it is. Right, let's crack on. So that bridge there, we're in Carr Bridge, and that's what it's famous for, that bridge. It's a beautiful structure. I don't know exactly how old it is, but it looks really old, doesn't it? This place is also famous for something else. What is it, love?
World Porridge Championships.
World Porridge Champs, called the Spurtle. I don't know that because we saw a sign on the way in. Anyway, with Aviemaw's 10 miles behind us now. I have to say Aviemaw was crap. We stopped and stocked up on food, but other than that it purely exists to sell stuff to tourists. Horrible place. Not our kind of place. You might enjoy it, we didn't. So yeah, I think we've got about 16, 17 miles left. The wind's picked up, it's coming towards us a bit now, but all we can do about that. Right, let's crack on. That's not what you want to see, is it? With 14 miles to go. But luckily, that is. Happy days. Cyclist is king. Long live the cyclist. Oh, I should point this out. We've been cycling since God knows when. The Locks and Glens Way. National Cycle Network number 7. We were on it yesterday as well, so I think, was it somewhere past Perth? I can't remember. We've been on it for donkeys anyway. Whew, let's go. Oh, we're at our last peak of the day. The Slodged Summit. 1315 feet, so it's not that much lower than the Drumochter Pass we went over this morning. But there's a railway line bang next to us, and there's the A9 there. And we're on, again, I think, the old A9. We've had the road's been closed for ages, that bit I showed you, where cyclists were allowed. It's just a lovely little country lane, but there's a weak bridge on it, so vehicles aren't allowed. So we've just pretty much had this road to ourselves for, what, about 4 or 5 miles, love? Yeah. It's awesome. So we've got 11 miles left, predominantly downhill now. I'm looking at the camera, there's a big black cloud behind me. Oh yeah, but nice and blue where we're going, so hopefully we'll be alright. Let's see. Oh. "84 miles done." Nice, that's day 12 done. 83 miles, 3,000 odd feet of climbing, and actually I felt a lot easier than the other 83 mile we did on day 5. I was not looking forward to this day, neither was Lisa, because we thought it was going to be brutal, but actually it was quite nice. Once we'd climbed Drummock Pass, which was, I don't know, 10-15 mile climb, the heavens open, but we descended for miles and we had a tailwind, and actually I think today's one of our fastest days, 10.8 mile average, so we're just at this lovely campsite now, about, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles just south of Inverness. 15 quid. Spot on. Got a shower block, kitchen block where we can cook stuff, water. We haven't got electric, but don't really need it. Got a dynamo and power bank. So, but yeah, day 12 done. So tomorrow, day 13, we go up to the Craskin, which has been highly recommended by many people, and those Canadians we bumped into earlier today also said you've got to stay at the Craskin, and we are, luckily. So we've got camping there sorted, which is just a donation, and let you sleep in the beer garden, and then we've got breakfast booked the next morning, so we might decide to have tea there tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, so day 13, 70 summit miles tomorrow, so see you tomorrow. Alright, morning. Oh, excuse me. Morning. Day 13, 76 miles up to the Craskin today, 3,600 feet of climbing, I think. So it's rather than one big one, it's a couple of lumpy ones today. But yeah, we're just outside of Inverness at the minute, just south of Inverness, stayed at a lovely campsite, Okehampton I think it is. I'll pop a link up. But yeah, it's cold today. It's about 20 past 7 and it's really chilly. There's a wind coming at us at the minute. I'm hoping that might change because I don't fancy this cold headwind all day, but we'll see. Anyway, let's crack on. There's Lisa, look. Right, if you're coming over the Inverness Bridge northbound, can't come across on this north side, you've got to come across on the southbound side and then cross the dual carriageway just there. It's horrendous. So it took us a good 3 or 4 minutes to go over one side, the other side was quite quick. Just one little point to note, I don't know who Ross and Cromarty are, but they sound like a lovely couple. Ooh, 41 mile left, 1,800 feet of climbing today. Currently on a 1.7 mile climb. Ooh, it's not hard, but it keeps changing gradient, so it's not that easy to get your rhythm right on it. But we've cleared Dingwall. Now we're heading up into the hills. And luckily, we've got a predominant tail today, so it's good. Right, that's where we're going. Keep on keeping on. Look at that. Oh, stunning. All uphill. Oh, wow! Oh, it is amazing, isn't it?
Get some pictures.
I'm gonna... It's worth that sideways rain we've just had. Beautiful. Right, so whilst I can admire the fantastic architecture of this viaduct, what I don't like, and I think I mentioned it when we did the Leeds Chesterfield Transpennine Trail, I don't like things like this. And we've got to walk all the way over there, over the river. So I'm just going to be looking straight forward. I don't like stuff like that. It sends my stomach off. Anyway, let's go. Look at that. Beautiful. So the Falls of Shin is just down that way. You can't see it from the road, but you can hear it. But yeah, look at that, and that's stunning. Nearly as nice as this beautiful smooth tarmac road. How you feeling, love?
Shattered.
Shattered. 17.5 mile left. Let's go get it. Right, this was last stop of the day at LEJOG. Little shop, 13 miles left. Picked up a few more supplies that we might need tomorrow. And we've got 13 miles left to the Craskin. My computer's waypoint said turn left, destination in 13.3 miles. So that's where we're going. Up there into the hills now. Beautiful, although freezing. Whew. Right, well that was a tough day actually. Lisa really struggled the last 20 miles. She was quite tearful at times. And it didn't when our youngest, who's 18 today, messaged to say he'd rear-ended someone on his way home. Happy days, she was happy about that. Anyway, it doesn't matter, so we're at Craskin now, which is just through there. No rooms left tonight. We had said we're just going to camp, but as you can see the wind is absolutely barreling in. So luckily the guy that runs it, this American guy, is lovely, said we can sleep in there tonight. Log cabin, that's all it is. It's basically the kids' Wendy house, but you know what? No show. It's good. There's no wind. It'll do us tonight. There's a raised bed where we chuck Lisa's thing around. Now just on the floor. Happy day. So we're going to get a pint now. See you tomorrow for day 14, 60 miles, 2,000 something feet of climbing up to Thurso, and then on Sunday we'll roll into John O'Groats and get it done. But we're both done now, so we're about ready. See you tomorrow. So we're in our little Wendy house for the night. We've been had a nice couple of pints and a brew in the Craskin. Amazing host, so friendly and welcoming, aren't they, love?
Yeah.
Got a fire in there, beautiful, just so nice friendly. We've got a full cooked breakfast for tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that. So Lisa's crashing on there, look, that lovely little bench. I'm going to chuck my mattress on the floor, get in my slug, and job's a good one. But yeah, it's still blowing a gale outside, but it's quite nice in here. Well, you can hear the wind, but if we're in a tent, we'd really hear the wind. So happy days. So we'll see you in the morning for day 14. Bosh. Oh, morning. Day 14. Up to Thurso today. 60 miles. 2,700 feet of climbing. It was horrendous last night. Slept alright in this little Wendy house thing here. But it did drop cold about 3-4 o'clock. But yeah, the wind was absolutely howling in. It was peeing it down. And I thought, oh, I hope it's not going to be like that tomorrow, because it's forecast to be windy again today. But actually, don't know if you can see it, look, sun's up. It's a lovely pleasant morning actually. So we're going to have a nice cooked breakfast at the Craskin, which we ordered last night. And head up to Thurso today. We've got a campsite booked tonight, but I've just said to Lisa, let's just dive in a hotel, because you never sleep the same, do you, when you're lying on a camp bed? I mean, my watch has 8.5 hours of interrupted sleep, so... But yeah, so we'll get that 60 miles done today, and then a little 20 mile each way tomorrow to John O'Groats and back to get it done. See you on the road. Woo. Right, we're off. Day 14. Just left the superb Craskin. Can't speak highly enough of that place. Shane and Mac, the Americans that run it, are amazing, so welcoming. What a place, an oasis in a sea of nothingness. As you can see, it's windy again. It was dead calm when we got home. Windy again, but hopefully it's a cross tail and it's favouring the direction we're going. Look at that though, look at that bad boy. Woohoo! Wow, stunning, absolutely stunning. Wow. Absolutely stunning. Just wow. If you're doing this route, you need to stay at the Craskin, and this is your next morning. Just superb. So that there is Loch Never. That's Loch Never there. We've been rolling alongside that now for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. We've done about 15 miles so far in less than an hour. Monster tailwind, it's been awesome. Absolutely stunning. I imagine if we'd have had a headwind it'd have been a lot more different day, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we're still gradually going downhill, and then we start to climb up towards Betty Hill. Once we get to Betty Hill we turn right, we're on the coast road, sea on us left, and we've got about 30 mile into Thurso I think from Betty Hill. Happy days. Look at that. Woo! Look at that. We've made it to the north coast. Just come through Betty Hill. We're just arching round now. Once we do, this tailwind's going to be behind us to Thurso. It's lumpy to Thurso, we've got a couple of thousand feet of climbing, but look at that. Absolutely stunning. Amazing. Oh, north coast of Scotland. Woo. Sit rep, 22 miles to go. Just got absolutely drenched. Probably the worst downpour we've had on the whole trip, and it's cold today. Wind's still behind us, but it's really blustery, keeps coming in from the side every now and again. So we've got 22 miles, 1,000 feet of climbing. How you feeling? Tired now. So I stopped during that storm and got my phone out under my raincoat, and I just booked us into a hotel tonight because there's no way I'm camping in this. Screw this. So we need to stop some lunch somewhere, but not out here because it's freezing, and then we'll crack on. Day 14 done. It's only 3 o'clock, so we could in theory roll down to John O'Groats, which is 21 mile that way, but then we've got 21 back into an absolutely awful headwind. We've had a fantastic tailwind today. We've averaged over 12 mile an hour. First 30 miles we've done in just over 2 hours. It was that good. With downhill tailwind, flying along, you were just tapping along 20 mile an hour without any effort. It was ace. So we were supposed to be staying at that campsite over there tonight, but it's absolutely horrendous. There's no way I'm putting a tent up in this. It's like 40 mile an hour winds. So we're going to stay in this hotel, and then tomorrow we're going to roll in to John O'Groats, treat ourselves fish and chips, roll back to Thurso, premiere in tomorrow night, and then the train on Monday. So yeah, we've done 62.5 miles today, and the descent from Craskin to Altnahara and along Loch Neva was absolutely superb. Probably the best 25 miles of riding I've done ever. It was absolutely stunning, beautiful. Helped that we had a tailwind. Could have been doing it to a headwind, I probably wouldn't have appreciated as much, but absolutely stunning. Pictures and video do not do it justice. You have to see it. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, we've done 3,500 feet of climbing today. I think there's Orkney Island, look. You see it? You see it in the haze. So tomorrow, which is day 15, is only half a day, 42 mile there and back. So see you tomorrow. Right, morning, day 15, the end. 21 miles that way to John O'Groats. The wind's dropped. It's a fairly pleasant day, so we've got a 42 mile bike ride today just to get it finished. We're well refreshed. I'm glad we stayed in the hotel last night because we absolutely peed it down about 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, so as you can see, look, barely any wind. It's lovely. So it's about 9 o'clock. We've had a lie-in today. We'll go and get this cracked off and done. Hotel tonight, and then train back to Inverness tomorrow to get a van to go home. So let's see you on there. Any thoughts, love? What are you laughing at? Lisa's laughing at me. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Lisa's laughing. It's because she got her glasses on today. It's the first time she's put them on in ages. Right, let's get going. Hang on, main road. Now. Five to go. John O'Groats is over there. We're just looking at that little island over there, look. Look, the cluster of islands. See them a lot clearer today. So the main coast road is just down to our left. And we're just on the National Cycle Network route, which runs pretty parallel. go. Done. Hard, challenging, knackering, killer on the body, but just amazing. Wouldn't change it, would you, love?
No.
I'd do it again.
I
won't do it again.
No, I was going to say I won't do it
But
again.
I won't not do it, if you know what I mean. We met some amazing people along the way. And there's been times where we both wanted to get off the bike in there and just quit, but you just got to carry on and do it, I think. It's just one of them things that afterwards you really appreciate how amazing it is. There's not enough words to say how good it is and how good we feel. So I think it's just something you have to experience for yourself. But hopefully our videos and our little adventure has shown you enough of it to give you a taste, and perhaps you want to do it yourself. Good luck to you. But thank you very much for watching. I'm Rob, that's Lisa. Any final words?
No, not really.
No.
Just, if you are going to do it, take your time and enjoy the scenery on it, because it's about the journey, not the destination.
Well said.
Yeah.
Right, it's been Bike Ventures. We'll see you on the next adventure. Thank you for watching. See you later.
Bye.